seeing Brock Lesnar F5 somebody, take somebody to suplex.
You will forever remember why we always win. You don't know what fair is. I never have. You don't know fair. You can't call nothing down even. You don't know nothing. I don't know how this big gonna get push. I win. High eating contest champion and high gold worthless. I tell you what, that's the way it goes. Don't know what fair is, never could call it even, and never could win nothing. That's Jason Cole, Mr. CEO, pathetic.
It's straight balls apart. Remember that crap? That's what stupidest thing. That's when that came up.
What a spirit is in there now. Maybe I got it. A little varsity match. Backyard beatdown history. God dang. It's a freaking train wreck, Webby. This just goes to show you.
Yeah, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching this SmackDown review. Two weeks away from the Royal Rumble, and I appreciate every single one of you. Every single one of you that tunes in each and every time I have a video uploaded right here on the channel. I'm getting right into the review today because there's a lot to cover. 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. Yeah, I appreciate you being into the channel today. And if you're one of the 674 subscribers on the channel right now, thank you very much. Closing in on 700. So if you're not one yet, go ahead and help the channel out by becoming a subscriber today and catching up on all the content that you have not watched yet. It is appreciated. Now, look, SmackDown tonight, 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble, and WWE had Rey Mysterio come out and announce that he's going to be in a Royal Rumble match, and Kevin Owens and him are wrestling, and then Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens brawl later on in the night. On top of that, we have Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens refusing to sign a contract that Nick Aldis has. So, what does this all mean? Of everything I just meant. Well, in a nutshell, it pretty much means that Nick Aldis is trying to make it where those two can't touch each other until the Royal Rumble. That's what it probably means. And two, look, the Rey Mysterio thing, number one, he was there for a cheap pop. And number two, because they were in San Diego. And number two, look, him being in the Royal Rumble, that's great. I have no problem with that. Add star power and all this stuff. But I wish WWE would have kept that from being announced. have him come out during the event and us not know it. Have that be a surprise. Would have been great to have somebody be a surprise. An actual surprise. Not just telling us who's going to be in it. Telling everybody who's going to be in it. You know, give us... We used to get that in WWE. You know, the event would be going on, the Royal Rumble match would start, and all of a sudden we'd hear the countdown clock, and somebody from the Attitude Era would come out of it. Somebody from NXT would come out. You know, just someone. You know, or Hacksaw Jim Duggan would come out and wave his flag around and stuff, and then automatically get tossed out, you know, and stuff like that, you know. I mean, just all different types of stuff that we used to get. And yeah, I know you're thinking, well, Webby, you're really old school, huh? Aren't you? Well, yeah, I am. I don't like being told everything before the event happens. Especially when it comes to the Royal Rumble. Rey Mysterio could have been one of those. Now, as far as the rest of the show, look, they are hyping up Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton. Like, she's the greatest thing. Like, she is the greatest thing since they've hyped up Charlotte Flair. Okay? That is the way the commentators came off tonight. Where they talked about Tiffany Stratton. Alright? And she has only held that belt for, you know, what? A week. Speaking of, I know I'm getting off topic here, but speaking of, you know, holding titles, okay, and talking about how things are, you know, prestigious and are so great. WWE is really sounding ridiculous when they have the announcers say, Chelsea Green has held the women's U.S. title the longest in history. It just came out. The U.S. title just came out. She's the inaugural United States champion for the women. This is ridiculous. It would be different if it was a title that had like some prestige to it and was, you know, in the company for a while. This title was just made. Just made. And I'm still convinced right now that it shouldn't be in WWE a mid-card title. You know, 2 more mid-card titles. I'm still convinced. Y'all probably, y'all might think I'm wrong, but they have not done enough with the mid-card, with the roster of the women. When they have tag team titles, mid-card title, and the main title, they have not done enough with that stack, with their roster, to convince me that they needed that mid-card belt. They haven't. But, look. And with me saying that, I don't want to start seeing shows where it's all women matches. But, look, you gotta fill up tag teams, you gotta fill up a mid-card, and you gotta fill up the main, the main. It's gonna be hard for you to do that. Tone it down with that longest reigning crap. Okay. Okay. Wade Barrett, I got some bad news for you. You know. Now, outside of that, Tiffany Stratton and Bayley, they had a good matchup. Very good. It always seems like Bayley's the one that is put first. She's the first one to have to go through. As soon as you become champ, Bayley's the one you go through. It's kind of like testing the water here, you know. Let's see if they can really do it as champ, right? What's your first title defense? Can you really, you know, wrestle? What's your how good can you do this? Now we're gonna test the waters out with you and Bayley. Bayley's always the good stepping point. So that's what Bayley did tonight with Tiffany Stratton. That's pretty much why she was there. Where they go from here? Who knows? I know one thing. It was how they do it on Raw, where you don't see the same stars every single week. If SmackDown ever becomes like that, it would be very good. Very, very good. And I'm not saying, me saying that doesn't mean that we haven't seen, you know, over on Raw, we haven't seen, you know, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes and all of them every single time since they went to Netflix, you know, both times. But it has been a little different formula, and we can see that, okay? Like the first week, we didn't see Damian Priest and Finn Balor. And then now, this week, we did see their matchup, their street fight. Things like that. So if SmackDown ever does anything like that, it would be good for them. And speaking of sometimes seeing them, sometimes not. You know, I mentioned a while back about how Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens was doing a really good job with the bras and stuff. And Paul Heyman coming out and saying that Roman Reigns is going to be in the Royal Rumble matchup kind of took that away. I did mention that. And since then, we have not seen Roman Reigns or really Paul Heyman on TV. Not really. Very good. I really like that. Because now we could focus strictly on Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens again. 100% alike. 100% like that now. Makes that much more enjoyable just to be able to focus on that feud and not to know in the back of our minds, okay, well, this is the ultimate direction now because, okay, Paul Heyman already came out and said it. It's just me. That's just me, wrestling fans. You know, gotta enjoy the moment. You know, enjoy the ride. Now, as far as anything else is concerned on SmackDown tonight, nothing really. Nothing. Apollo Crews got his head smashed in by the tag team champs and said to leave their name out of his mouth. And that was about it. That was about it. So, you all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. It's appreciated that you become one of the subscribers today. If you're one of the 674, I appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know why you're waiting, because there's a lot of great content out there for you. And if you enjoyed any part of this review of SmackDown or any of the other reviews I have on the channel, or any Backyard Beatdown content on the channel, make sure you become a subscriber today and give me a big thumbs up. But I'm getting out of here, guys.
Until I see you again, this is Webby, and I will catch each and every single one of you on the other side